The United States Supreme Court has handed down a major decision that will impact the lives of more than 300,000 Venezuelan migrants currently living in America. On Friday, the High Court allowed the Trump administration to move forward with its plan to end temporary legal protections, known as Temporary Protected Status, or TPS, for Venezuelans. This ruling freezes a lower court decision that had found the Department of Homeland Security acted unlawfully when it tried to terminate TPS for Venezuela. By halting that ruling, the Supreme Court effectively gives the green light for the administration to proceed with ending the program. This is the second time the justices have sided with the administration's move to strip TPS protections from Venezuelans. Not all justices agreed. Justices Elena Kagan and Sonia Sotomayor said they would have denied the administration's request. Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson dissented strongly, writing that the court was once again misusing its emergency powers to disrupt lives without a full opinion. She described the decision as a grave misuse of the court's authority. The reaction from advocates has been emotional and critical. The National TPS Alliance, one of the plaintiffs in the case, said the ruling is heartbreaking and will devastate law-abiding families who have lived and worked in the U.S. for years. Many Venezuelan TPS holders fear they will lose jobs, be detained, or even deported back to a country still facing dangerous conditions. The Trump administration has defended its position, with Solicitor General D. John Sauer arguing that the Department of Homeland Security's decision cannot be second-guessed by the courts. Officials insist that continuing TPS would strain local resources, harm national security, and undercut foreign policy negotiations with Venezuela. The Temporary Protected Status Program was created in 1990 to help migrants from countries facing wars, natural disasters, or extraordinary crises. It allows them to stay and work legally for renewable periods, usually lasting 18 months. Venezuela was first designated for TPS in 2021, under the Biden administration, and later extended. However, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem revoked that extension, claiming that keeping TPS for Venezuelans went against the national interest. Critics say the administration's actions are unprecedented in speed and scope. They argue that TPS was meant to protect vulnerable people, not to be overturned at will. Federal Judge Edward Chen had previously ruled the administration's decision was unlawful, but the Supreme Court's order now allows the rollback to proceed. As things stand, more than 300,000 Venezuelan migrants face uncertainty. Families, workers, and children who have built lives in the U.S. must now prepare for the possibility of losing their protections. The decision also signals that the administration's broader immigration policies, including mass deportation efforts, will continue to receive support from the highest court in the country. This is a developing story that touches on law, politics, and human lives. We will continue to follow updates closely. If you found this breakdown informative, don't forget to subscribe to InsightPulse for more in-depth coverage on global politics, U.S. policy, and world events. Stay informed, stay ahead.